Johnny Depp once said, "You can close your eyes to things you don't want to see, but you can't close your heart to things you don't want to feel." Have you ever tried to ignore your feelings? How did it affect you?
Keanu Reeves once was asked, "What happens when we die?" His response, "I know that the ones who love us will miss us." Do you agree with Keanu Reeves' perspective on death and love?
Robin Williams once said, "I think the saddest people always try their hardest to make people happy, because they know what it feels like to feel absolutely worthless and they don't want anybody else to feel like that." This quote perfectly captures the profound struggle and empathy of depression. What are your thoughts? Share in the comments below.
Paul Walker once said, all that really matters is that the people you love are happy and healthy. Everything else is just the sprinkles on the sundae.
In Keep Your Head Up, Tupac Shakur's lyric, "They got money for wars but can't feed the poor," resonates deeply with some individuals. How does this stark reality make you feel?
Margot Robbie once said everything happens for a reason is something that we have to tell ourselves all the time, because it's good to have the idea that something good is around the corner.
Marilyn Monroe once said, "I am good, but not an angel. I do sin, but I am not the devil. I am just a small girl in a big world trying to find someone to love."
Taylor Swift once said, "No matter what happens in life, be good to people. Being good to people is a wonderful legacy to leave behind." Considering this emphasis on kindness, do you believe it is undervalued in today's society, as Swift implies?
Brad Pitt once said the gods envy us. They envy us because we're mortal, because any moment may be our last. Everything is more beautiful because we're doomed. You will never be lovelier than you are now. We will never be here again.
Have you ever been moved by a lyric from a Pearl Jam song? "I know someday you'll have a beautiful life. I know you'll be a star in somebody else's sky." Has a Pearl Jam lyric ever resonated with you?
Greta Thunberg once said, "You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words, and yet I'm one of the lucky ones. People are suffering, people are dying, entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction, and all you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth."
Elon Musk once said, "The odds that we're in base reality is 1 in billions." What are your thoughts on this perspective? Do you believe there's merit to the idea that our existence could be a simulation?
Kim Kardashian once said, "I know people think we drive around in these nice cars and we do whatever we want and our parents will pay our credit cards, but that's not the case. Sure, my parents were generous. I got a nice car at 16, but at 18 I was cut off. I've worked really hard."
Mike Tyson once said, "Fear is your best friend or your worst enemy. It's like fire. If you can control it, it can cook for you. It can heat your house. If you can't control it, it will burn everything around you and destroy you." What are your thoughts on this? In Everything I Wanted, Billie Eilish reflects on the paradox of achieving her dreams. She sings, "I had a dream, I got everything I wanted. It might have been a nightmare to anyone who might care." This lyric reveals a deep, introspective emotion where the fulfillment of her desires brings unexpected distress and discomfort. What do you think about the unexpected emotions that come with achieving dreams? One of the most impactful lyrics from Rihanna's Unfaithful is, "I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be the reason why." Do you think someone can truly change after realizing the pain they've caused? In No Country for Old Men, the coin toss scene is a tense moment where Anton Chigurh asks a gas station owner to call heads or tails. The coin flip symbolizes Chigurh's belief in fate and chance, deciding life and death at random. This chilling scene highlights Chigurh's detachment from morality, making it one of the film's most memorable moments. Would you call heads or tails? Comment your choice and why you think it would save you.
Elvis Presley once said, "Some people tap their feet, some people snap their fingers, and some people sway back and forth. I just sort of do them all together, I guess."
Post Malone once said, "Sometimes I think about how crazy life is. Like, we're all just floating on this giant rock through space, and here I am, a dude with face tattoos making music that somehow people vibe with. It's wild, man. But hey, if my music can make someone smile or forget their problems for a few minutes, then I've done my job. What do you think sets Post Malone apart as an artist?
Chris Farley once said, everybody's got their problems. Some people eat too much. Some people don't eat enough. Some people take drugs. Some people don't take drugs. In the end, we all end up the same. Dead.
Amber Heard once said, can you ever imagine yourself in a situation like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, or Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, where the world feels like they have a stake in your private life? I would never want it.
Bob Marley once said, the truth is, everyone is going to hurt you at some point in life. You just have to find the ones worth suffering for, the ones whose presence and love make the pain worthwhile. If you could choose just one person who has made all the pain worthwhile, who would it be and why?
Oprah Winfrey once said, breathe, let go, and remind yourself that this very moment is the only one you know you have for sure. What techniques do you use to stay present and mindful? Share your tips in the comments below.
Keanu Reeves once said, if you have been brutally broken but still have the courage to be gentle to other living beings, then you're a badass with the heart of an angel.